We woke up at the Walmart Motel.
The forecast for today was sunny and nice, so we made plans to visit the famous museum in the later part of the day.
Can you guess which museum that would be?
Ladies and gentlemen, the Traveling Wildberries.
You guessed it, the Human Rights Museum.
The plan right now was to go inside the Walmart and grab a few essentials and restock.
After that, we needed to find a dump station and then perhaps a library where we can hang out for the rest of the morning/afternoon since the forecast was hot.
That's right. They were calling for the temperatures in the upper 30s. And since we spent the last 2 days outdoors enjoying St. Vidal Park, we opted for an inside AC kind of day today.
After stocking up at Walmart, we found the dump station and dumped the tanks.
Imagine that. We also found a Tim Hortons just down the road, so we went there for lunch.
After hanging out at Timmy's for an hour and a half or so, we drove over to the local library, which just happened to be a few blocks away.
We sat around there surfing and enjoying the AC.
The one thing of note for me at the library was this graffiti I noticed in the men's washroom. I thought to myself, talk about a friendly place. Even the graffiti is pleasant and peaceful.
The museum tickets were for 6 p.m., so we headed on over there.
We were greeted at the main entrance by this fella. I'm sure everyone knows who this is.
This museum stands at the Forks, a traditional meeting place of great significance for First Nations and Métis people. For more than 6,000 years, Indigenous groups traveled long distances to this site where the Red and Assiniboine rivers meet. They gathered here to trade, forge alliances, and hold ceremonies. The museum had a special exhibit called Struggle for Freedom, a salute to Nelson Mandela. There was a small extra charge, so we opted to include that with our visit.
According to Wiki, Mr. Mandela served 27 years in prison, split between Robben Island, Pulsemore Prison, and Victor Verster Prison. He was released in 1990 by then-President F.W. de Klerk. He ended up leading the ANC party to victory and became president of a broad coalition government from 10 May 1994 to 16 June 1999. He declined a second presidential term and in 1999 was succeeded by his deputy, Thabo Mkibi. Mandela then became an elder statesman and focused on combating poverty and HIV/AIDS through the charitable Nelson Mandela Foundation. This form of shadowboxing was apparently an example of what Nelson did to alleviate the boredom and stress during the many years of his confinement.
This museum is designed in such a way that you are continuously climbing a slanted walkway or ramp as you visit the various exhibits on the way to the top. There are elevators and steps, but the ramp is supposedly the intended method to use.
Considering how much walking we had done already, the elevator at one point seemed like the ideal choice, but in a moment of defiance, Kat said, "Nope, I'm taking the stairs." This prompted a comical situation in the elevator with me in there with a bunch of folks who saw and heard all of what was taking place, so someone jokingly said, we'll get there to the next exhibit before she does. To which I agreed. It turns out we were wrong. She was there before us, waiting. We all had a good laugh.
After the tour of the museum, we decided to take a walk into the downtown area. Yes, more steps.
Guess what we found? Another street festival.
It was fun. Lots going on. We sat around listening to the live music for a bit, then grabbed a fry before heading back across the bridge to the RV. Our overnight spot tonight was a nice picturesque spot overlooking a nice park. No Wally World for us tonight.
That's it for now. Ciao.